banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Gun.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample to tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. The Bengals at 11-5 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Nixon.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Gun. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On one, ready? 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number one rush defense in the league for a reason. And after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's got his man. That's Sample to tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep.
And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught on a slant, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens are once again back in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hunger group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now it's Jackson. Man open is Robinson.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
I'm wondering. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow on play action.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson now.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw again on second down. Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Jackson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Here's Jackson to throw.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
To throw again is Jackson. Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
Now Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd and 8.
Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Drake going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd down and goal. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right, maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone.
Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I
kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pirine. Shoves him aside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On 2. 12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, Drake.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Quick.
The Ravens on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He sets to fire deep.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On third down, here's Edwards. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
Here we go, here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow
out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
14 more yards. That's another Bengals.
11.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
On third down, Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 6-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Burrow will throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interception. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
8 yards to go on second down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And some room to maneuver. 76 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The partner under the